if something happened in a department, they just pull the chain and stop it. They had stoppages, right and left, all over the place. And if the men on the kill floor pulled it, the chain, the whole damn place would close up.
Were they the first ones to stop?
There were many times. They were the most militant, the most radical. They knew they had power. You know, they really did. Because once they stopped the killing of the animal, you know, that's the first step, the whole shebang would close up. And it did.
Didn't you say those people were mostly black people? Black
Mostly black, right? The hardest jobs.
I didn't give a kitty what happened to the white workers. All I was interested in was organized black workers. Now, you could have taken all the white workers out and shot them and been all right with me, as long as you didn't bother the black workers. Somebody comes dashing back in my department one night and says to me, you know, they're going to fire that woman up there. And she was on the shop committee. I said, for what? And she said, she's out there fighting to get a black man in the tool room. I said, oh, come on, she's not fighting. You know, I didn't believe that. Why should she bother about whether a black man gets in the tool room or not? So the workers in the shop were angry with her in the tooling down because they said that they would not work in that department if they brought a black guy in there. So then all of the union officials get together and we decide that that's all right. If they don't want to work, then let them go. They can just, you know, get out. We didn't say it like that. We said it a little stronger. And
how did you say it?
We said they can get the hell out. I mean, we'll hire this black guy. We can go down on the next corner and hire as many workers as we need in here. So we went back and we told them, if you don't want to work with the guy, then leave. Well, they finally hired the guy, and nobody left. They did not quit. And about 3 months later, the guy was still in the tool shop.
Did white workers at the beginning find it difficult to accept black workers as equals?
There was always this tremendous discrimination where they lived, right, but not within the union, because they worked together, you know, they worked alongside. There were black workers who knew Polish, for instance. There was one guy, Hackney, who became a union organizer, and I'll never forget, he went to a meeting, spoke before a department of women, and started speaking Polish. Well, they're so impressive, you know, all these women joined the union.
It sounds like your attitude, though, toward white people changed.
Oh,
somewhat.
Did it change? I learned that you can't go any place unless you go together. And that it was important. This one woman who was out here fighting for this black man to get in this tool room, I'd never heard or never believed that such a thing could happen. And I found out that people working together and fighting together for the same thing is the only way you're going to get anything.
So on the south side, they killed 3 men.
These were black men.
Yes, 3 Negroes were...
The police killed 3 men.
Yes, just shot them in the back as they were carrying in furniture. And in those days, it wasn't like it is now when they, you know, when they killed the Black Panthers or anybody, you asked for an investigation. To us, it was class warfare. Because, you know, you fought them and they fought you, and that's it. So there was a funeral. Now, we started from 31st and State, and the nearest station is the Englewood station at 63rd Street. State Street was crowded with thousands of people from wall to wall, from one end of State Street to the other. Solidarity forever. It was just a mass of people. Young people with a sheet went along the sidewalk, and then they would throw money into the sheets. The streetcars would just barely crawl along through the crowds. And that was the first time in my life that I have seen white people sobbing, really sobbing. There was such a strong feeling. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the youth.